Well. What's up, family? How y'all doing? I had to come tonight and do a really serious video because we're dealing with a brother in the community that is a total fraud. And it's a request to blacklist Hassan Campbell. Why am I requesting that Queens Flip blacklist Hassan Campbell and other brothers that frequent Queens Flip circles? A request for you to blacklist Hassan Campbell for his own good. I'm going to prove to you that not only Hassan Campbell is a pathological, obsessive, compulsive liar. I'm going to say that one more time, Brother Queens Flip. I'm going to prove to you now that Brother Hassan is a pathological, compulsive, obsessive liar. I mean, a liar exponential, brother. And I'm going to also show you how disrespectful he is because he even lied to you. Not only is he a liar also, but he is an alcoholic. And we're going to prove this. And we're going to prove it from the interview that you did. And we're going to do this one as a type of a call and response or a reaction type video. Because I know you may not know of all of the fuckery that Hassan has been doing. And it's some pretty extreme shit. But we're going to fill you in tonight so that we can get our brother some help by not feeding him. And let me just say this before we start. The way that you do a proper intervention, is to not give the person the, crack. If he's a crackhead, you don't want to feed him crack. You don't want to keep giving him money when he's coming back and forth. And he's supposed to be getting healing, rehabbed. I'm asking you to blacklist Hassan because Hassan won't go to the doctor. Hassan has been in the community saying things like this. And Queens Flip, tell me, have you ever said any shit like this? And I quote, I want to lay heavy dick, or when I lay heavy dick on your 12-year-old little daughter and little Kevy Kev. And he said, all of them, when I run through your whole family. He said, all of them. All of them meaning all of the brothers' generations of children. Hassan said that out of his mouth. And we're going to let you hear it. But I had to let you first contextualize the idea in the fact that the truth is this brother has disrespected you and played you like a goddamn fool. A fool and a fiddle. So let's jump right into it, shall we?
Hey, what's up, Scripters? This is one half of the duo,
Let's go
Queens Flip
past
from the
this.
Flip the Script show. And when my beard
This
is looking
guy's
ashy,
here is
dry, or scruffy,
goddamn
I only use
advertisements.
one beard, bro.
We don't want to do that.
All of these dudes making the videos are coming at me, and he was a nigga I came out and did an interview with. I say his name, Sonetta TV. He reached out to me. Of course he would. He's like he say, he's playing chess, not checkers. So he's trying to cross the T's and dot the I's. He reached out to me he wanted me to do a video for something for them, and I said, yo, we get you on Flip the Script, and I mean, told him my price, and it really ain't for it.
Now let me point this one out first, before we go into this any further. I want you to know that Hassan, you truly showed yourself, bro. because you paint yourself up as an advocate for child abuse and children, brother. That's what you said. But tell me, what's your motivation when you get a chance to go to speak to a bigger audience than yours? Whose name do you have on your mouth? Do you have a child's name on your mouth? No. You got a grown man over 50 with a wife and children and grandkids on your mouth. And let me let you know something, brother. Thank you. I'm pretty sure Sonetta want to thank you for the advertisement. And thank you for showing yourself. When you got an opportunity to speak about child abuse, you speak about Sonetta. Nigga, you got the flu.
I mean, at the end of the day, you got to ask yourself a question. Do we really rock with rats?
I don't know anything about him.
These dudes, you know what I mean? And he's trying to be strategic. He only want to deal with you because he know you dealing with me. So just like he wanted Star to host the Sonetta TV Awards. He's playing.
This is just like when you was a kid in your mama house and somebody got in trouble and you got one little tattletale in the house, a tattletale and a goddamn liar. They sneak off and try to catch mama first or catch daddy first and tell them the most fucked up shit they can tell them. But what happens when it's all a lie and the whole world sees all of this shit and can vouch and confirm it? We're vouching and confirming the fact that you sat there and the first words out of your mouth is Sonetta. Not the movement for the advocacy of children. God damn.
Chestnut Checkers.
Then he wanted me to host it. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, then he wanted you to host it too?
Yeah, Beasley. Yeah, okay. That's what it was.
He wanted me to host it. He's talking about, I think the Unity event or the Kemet on Trial event. Not this one. Stupid Hassan. So you don't even know. You ain't been around long enough. Foolish. If he's talking about Beasley, he's talking about the Kemet on Trial. But why sit up here and talk about Sonetta when you got an opportunity to talk about your cause, dummy? Because it's all about YouTube views. It's all about a nickel. It's all about your personal vendetta against the people that won't accept lies from you, G. You're even doing what you hate Israel Doctrine for doing. You saying you're a victim and Israel Doctrine's attacking you. But every chance you get, you attack Ron Savage. And Lord knows Ron ain't doing half of a tenth of the bullshit that you're doing. You said on the air, and we're going to let Queens Flip hear it, you wanted to fuck Kev's kids. And we don't care what kind of goddamn context that come out your mouth. If it come out your mouth, in the pen, you get a pumpkin head and more. Ain't that right? Let's listen.
End of the day, this is the game that the nigga playing.
Wait. So who was the guy that got punched in the face? That was him? Somebody got punched in the face on camera one time.
Nah, that was Tommy Sotomayor.
Okay.
That's the black KKK dude. Yeah, Tommy
That's
Sotomayor.
what he considered himself as, a black KKK dude?
Well, I'll tell you what, this is what he does. He tells white people on his show, if you see a bunch of black people walking in the crowd, he says shoot into the crowd, kill them all.
Now let's talk about this. Your crusade against Tommy stopped because Tommy rubbed your feathers down. Why you not making 1,000 videos threatening Tommy? Why you ain't on Tommy's street? Why you not really dragging Tommy throughout your whole interview like you're doing Sonetta's name? Did you tell Queens Flip you kissed and made up with Tommy? A brother that called you poopy pants, fool? A brother that... And we're going to let the people hear the video, dude. You're a fucking clown, boy.
Now how?
When Sandra Bland got killed by the police, he said, "I'm glad she died. I wish I could have stood there and watched that bitch hang in that cell." When Kanika...
This is the truth. This is truth, Queen Flip. This part Tommy said, and Tommy's an asshole. And I'm saying, how in the fuck did this boy drop his beef with Tommy to say that? Sonetta never said nothing like that about Sandra Bland. In fact, Sonetta is the reason this nut-ass nigga is even in the public eye, trying to help this fag.
Jenkins was in that freezer dead. This is the same man that stood there and watched her body land in the freezer. And he was like, yo, why her stomach looking like that? He's talking about her sexually. She's dead, laying in the freezer. So he's sitting up there, he's shitting on her, talking about she looked nasty, her body looked nasty. Then he started talking disrespectful about her moms. But I'm like, hold up, she just died. Where they do that at?
So somebody caught him lacking and punched him in his mouth.
So they caught him lacking because they was tired of him talking about the black woman like that. And he got punched in his mouth.
He called police too.
Why you didn't punch him in the mouth, Hassan? Because he talked about you and every goddamn body. He talked about your son. The same son that you're mad about Sonetta mentioning. Bringing up the fact that your son is a transsexual. And we would have known that unless you told us, fucker. You told us the story about how you found out your son was a tranny. From the picture and shit. Somebody sent you a picture on your cell phone. And you talking about, who's the chick with the big titties? And you said it was your son. You made fun of your son. You disrespected your son. And you won't even take the time to get your stupid ass off other grown men's lap. Still, after being raped, literally, you're bouncing up on other men's lap. Threatening and all of this shit. But you won't go and minister to your son. But you'll claim that Sonetta talked about your son. But Tommy did. And so did I. You fucking clown. Didn't I do it? I think I was the first one. Why you so mad at Sonetta, nigga? I know why.
He got punched in his mouth at the Sonetta, one of Sonetta events. So Sonetta has a thing where people come to his events and get lined up. Me, I went to meet up with Sonetta.
So Sonetta made Tommy run around uninvited to an event that he shouldn't be at. And he's not a part of the Black conscious or RBG community in any way. Number one. Number two, Sonetta allowed all of those people to come in. All of them. Even the nigga that hit Tommy in the mouth, slapped him, and knocked Tommy's beak around the backside of his head. That wasn't Sonetta's bodyguard, dickhead. Them wasn't brothers that's connected to Sonetta. Those were brothers connected to the 300 gangsters. And shout out to them brothers. Shout out to Wolf and Boom. Slapped Tommy's motherfucking beak backwards. That's what happened. And it wasn't Sonetta's fault. Sonetta was on the fucking stage. And if it wasn't for Sonetta and Reggie, Tommy would have probably died that day. You stupid, fag-ass yellow nigga. Why you didn't do it, Poppy? Why you ain't go slap Tommy beak backwards when he talking about poopy pants? When he talking about how much dick you took from Bam? Tommy talks about you like a motherfucking dog, G.
And when I went to meet up with him, it was on 125th Street. I was supposed to be meeting Immortal Technique.
So now he's making Sonetta out to be some kind of wicked brother that trying to get all of his enemies killed on 125th or at one of his events. How do we go from that? How do we go from you going on Queen's Flip? You're supposedly a rape victim, an advocate for children. But you went on a bigger platform to speak about your own personal beef. And I'm going to ask you the same question that Sonetta asked you. Nigga, if you don't like Tafik so much, why the fuck you didn't take the opportunity to do what the fuck you saying on the internet? Talking about you gonna kill and knife fight and stab and shit. You talking about brothers' wives and all of this fuck shit. You want to fuck Kev's kids. You want to shit in Israel Dr. Mama grave. Why you ain't deal with Tafik? Why you didn't deal with Tommy? Why you blaming your coward bitchness on Sonetta? You ever ask yourself that, Poppy? Tommy fucked over you, dogged you out, and drug you down the street. And Tafik is somebody you said that watched you get raped. Why in the fuck you didn't take the opportunity to do what any man in the world would do when they seen their rape victim, clown? I know why. Because you was scared in the motherfucker. And the only way out of that kind of situation is to blame the old man.
Because he wanted to find out what was going on with Bambaataa. So me and Immortal Technique met up, but towards the end of that meeting, I see Africa Bambaataa's henchmen on the opposite side of the street. So I'm going to put quarters in the meter, thinking I'm going to hang out with them, and then I walk across the street like, hold up. So these niggas were sitting here the whole time. So I walked up on them, like, what's good? You know, I had my flashlight on me, what's good? But at the same time, I had my Bluetooth in my ear, and my older brother from another mother was in my ear. He was like,
do you hear the fakeness in this clown-ass bitch-made nigga? Now see where I come from? If you got your flashlight on you and you walk to a nigga, you step to him, who walks up with a flashlight like, what's up? But you saying, oh, hold up. Let me take this call, though, on my Bluetooth. What kind of fucking fool you think we are, nigga? That's what you just said. Sonetta lined you up, so when you seen Tafik, the nigga that you said watched you get raped, you said you got ready. You stepped to him. You got ready to pull your flashlight, but you had to take a phone call. Hello, is this Dicks R Us? I'll be right back. Hold on. You a fucking duck. That's what you are.
leave. He said, whatever trappers have been set, there's police all over the place. They got the upper hand, just leave. So I left and went to Tafik, because that was the dude name. I went to Tafik.
And let me remind you, Ron Savage said, wherever you see Poppy, you see the police, file your statement because it's true. Tell me, is Sonetta around passing out FBI cards, business cards, calling cards, real ones, the cardboard ones? No, but you are. You gave Sonetta the FBI's fucking card. And how many times have you been in contact with the FBI or the police, NYPD, in the last 6 months? I'm going to tell Queens Flip 3 that I know of. One was over child pornography that this clown watched. And I watched him the other day on a video talking about imagining a child's vagina as big as a cup. Who in the fuck want to imagine that? I'd rather bust a nigga's head than imagine that. But he came on here saying Sonetta's the snitch. But you've been in contact with the state, local, and federal authorities multiple times in the past 6 months because of you and Israel Doctrine's fucking love affair. And let me tell you something else before I hit play again. You're the new Israel. You're the new Israel doctrine. Because you're doing to Sarnetta exactly the same thing that you're saying Izzy does to you. Israel doctrine getting you views by running your name on his channel like a fucking idiot, and you're doing the same thing to Sarnetta or for him. Why? Because you're fucking hurting your pride, bitch. Let me tell you this before I hit it again. Queens Flip, did he not tell you that he forgave Sarnetta for this shit? This so-called lining up on 125th? After all the shit went down. And me and Hassan and Sarnetta came to peace. Didn't he forgive him of this? Tell me why he bringing it back up again. I'll tell you why. Because Imam Bashir slapped the shit out of you about the truth on the show, on Sarnetta's show. And Sarnetta couldn't save you because you went down like Glass Joe about your foolishness. Shout out to Bashir. That's why you're bringing this shit up again. Because thousands of people watched you pop, accept the brother's friendship and brotherhood after you said he lined you up. But you lined yourself up because you played yourself and you just told us some sucker shit that don't even happen in Malibu, my nigga. Poppy, who in the fuck run up on their molesters with a flashlight and you don't illuminate a motherfucker? You say, hold on, I gotta take the call. Hello, Dicks R Us. Can I help you? You telling us a Bluetooth call was more important than your asshole.
I fixed mom's house and called him on the phone like I'm outside your mom's crib. He never showed up. He already knew what it was.
Well, let me ask you a question. Time out. I heard about that story. Now, they were saying that it wasn't in a rumor that you got scared and left, right? Wasn't it something that somebody said that, or you had a debate with somebody? I heard on YouTube a phone conversation, and a guy said that he saw you and you didn't. It was a phone conversation I heard that you were going back and forth, and you told the guy that I will fuck you up, I'll slap you or some shit like that. And he brought that. I think he said that. He brought that up that you.
The guy he's talking about is Sarnetta. And that was one of the threats that Hassan has made over and over and over to this man. Threatening the brother all over what? All over Sarnetta doing a press conference and putting his fucking life on the line to expose Hassan and these other fags. Because he did do that. That's the brother he's talking about. That's Sarnetta. Hassan said he was going to slap the man. Hassan said he was going to, Hassan said he was going to clap the man. I think he even said it in this show. Hassan said he was going to call a bomb threat into the man event. Hassan talked about the brother's wife and is still doing that like a fucking coward. Hassan, so full of pride and so full of fear, went to 125th Street at 8 o'clock in the motherfucking morning and wouldn't wait 15 minutes. And Sarnetta sent him a reply, stay there, you're on live, stay there, I'll be right there. And this nigga here got the text message and jumped in his goddamn car or his truck. Did he tell you all that shit? Wait till you hear him in real prime mode. I'm going to show you in a minute.
You brought that up and you left, or they said if you had something to say, you should have said it there and you left.
Here's the thing. He does not, what he's not going to do, he doesn't do the internet. So
okay,
that wasn't him at all. He doesn't do the internet. If he's doing the internet, it's going to be on some lecture type stuff.
Okay.
Or Tawfiq. He's going to be doing, he does not do the internet.
No, you had put out a clip on the phone with somebody. And you threatened the nigga, told him you was going to slap him.
Sarnetta.
Was it Sarnetta?
Yeah, that was Sarnetta. I always talk about beating up Sarnetta.
See that? Now, he tried to deflect because the brothers keep asking him, who's the brother you say you was going to slap? So he jumped back to Tawfiq. And still is a coward in that. You told us Tawfiq watched you get molested. But then the brothers asking you about who is the cat you said you was going to slap? Because in the real business world, Hassan, that's called a character check. Just like your credit. He want to know, are you out here in the streets really slapping niggas? You out here in the street threatening to clap niggas? And you haven't slapped or clapped a nigga? But you just saying it. That in the business world is called a liability. That's why I'm telling Queens Flip, you need to blacklist this dirty, crazy nigga until he go to the psychiatrist.
Every once in a while.
And he said that you didn't do nothing, like y'all both was, I think that situation.
Now, listen, what he did was, he tried to put his own spin and twist on it.
Okay.
But what he has to understand is, me and Tawfiq's moms literally lives not even a couple of blocks away from my crib.
What spin? Hold on, y'all. Let me go get some water. What spin? What spin can you put on the fact that this man watched you get molested and you see him and you talking about you didn't do what you was going to do because you got a phone call on the Bluetooth and you want to blame your coward shit on Sarnetta? Is that what we doing now? Is that what we doing, Poppy? We going straight bitch now? Is that what we doing, baby? We going straight hoe now. You gonna blame everybody else because you scared. What are you scared of, though? Same shit Israel Doctrine scared of. The fuck shit y'all run around here and say. Israel Doctrine say some of the most foul fuck shit, and then every 3 months, he go and call the police and jump on YouTube and dry snitch. And so do you. You're doing it now. But tell us, brother, we beg you. Why the fuck is you so afraid of Tawfiq that you skip over Tawfiq? If he was on 125th Street, why didn't you ask him what the fuck is you doing here? Why didn't you stay to find out what the fuck he was doing there? That ain't important, huh?
So, all of that, I seen him, I ducked him, or whatever he's sitting up there saying. Like, a dude of the caliber that I'm talking about, you don't talk shit on his name if you don't get busy, because he get busy.
Okay, Tawfiq.
You see what I'm saying? Not only do he gets busy.
What does that have to do with you saying Sarnetta lined you up on 125th Street with this man, Tawfiq, that you said to all of us watched you get raped as a young man? What the fuck Tawfiq squeezing off bullets and shit got to do with it? We all got guns, nigga. We all got convictions too. What the fuck is you talking about? What that got to do with this? Caught a fucking red herring, you yellow bitch.
But he went to jail for shooting the police sergeant back in 95. You can look it up. He shot the police sergeant and he beat it, and he had a body and beat it. So we both was in jail for bodies. He ain't no sucker. I'm not no sucker.
What that got to do with any of it? And yes, you are a sucker, nigga. Yes, you are. Israel Doctrine have made 400,000 videos on you. But you choose to go and threaten a senior citizen and harass his wife like a fucking clown. Bambaataa raped you, but you choose to tell Kev Gills you want to rape his kids. What did Kev do that Bam didn't do to you? And yeah, Queen Flip, we're going to let you hear, man.
He's the same dude that I done told people
get some popcorn.
When I was younger, Bambaataa was molesting him. Bambaataa was molesting his younger brother. Bambaataa was molesting me. Bambaataa was molesting his younger brother, best friend. It is what it is. You see what I'm saying? So this ain't nothing new. We don't bite our tongue. But when you YouTube beefing, it's cool to talk fly. So Sarnetta, once again, he talks reckless on.
Sarnetta once again. But you just went through your whole spiel about Tafik and his criminal rap and the fact that he put niggas 6 feet deep. Is Tafik's record more stellar than yours, nigga? Because you make yourself up to be like from Bill Bixby to the Incredible Hulk, dog. But I think you deflatable with a pen. Psst. What the fuck Sarnetta got to do with Tafik at your own confession over and over, even just now? You're saying that man, he's thorough, but at the same time, he watched you get raped. You saw him. You had your heater and your flashlight. You said you didn't do nothing because you had a Bluetooth call. Where they do that at? In Iowa? Took your booty and you decided to take a call.
Social media, reckless. Then he'll call you behind the scene trying to squash the beef. Now this time what he did was he called the police.
Well, he's saying that Sarnetta start shit in the public and then he'll call you in the back and try to make peace with you. But what happened when you tried to ruin the man's event? Over what? Because Bashir dogged your ass out and you couldn't combat it and you felt embarrassed. We got you on camera and on record saying it over and over, fool. So why did you mention Imam Bashir, brother? Huh? Why didn't you mention Imam Bashir? Because we all seen you. We all seen you.
Get an order of protection. He calls the police, tells the police that I'm threatening him. But what he don't tell the police is that he talking reckless about my kids. So when I went down to Harlem, y'all see the video up there. I went down to Harlem to send him a message. Stop playing with me. So what he did was he called the police. Then he went on his show, on his platform.
That is a total lie, and we all saw the shit transpire in real time. We saw you show up on 125th Street from Bill Bixby to Incredible Hulk, but you was there too early. You was there when the roosters and shit crowing. You there when the ground is still got dew on it and shit. You walking around 125th Street looking for a senior citizen. Like you tough. Like that's the shit. Like, dog. Like, you's a bitch, my nigga. Why didn't you go at noon or 2 o'clock? Why didn't you stay? Because the man text messaged you and I got the goddamn texts. And we all saw the shit live. When you went off the air, there was probably a elapsed time of 35 minutes or so by the time he got from the Symphony Space back to 125th because you were playing games. And when he got there, everybody had woken up by that time and seen this nut-ass nigga on the camera. And he's talking about the police. Sarnetta called the police. But didn't you just say you didn't shoot Tafik because the police are always on 125th? Didn't you say you didn't clap Sarnetta because there's always cameras and cops? Well, why the cops now got to be called on Sarnetta? I mean, he got to be the one that called them. Every time I listen to a Sarnetta video, I hear nothing but fucking sirens in the background. And you want us to believe that stupid shit? You want us to believe that stupid shit from you when we looking at you every day? Queens Flip don't know. But we gonna show him. You gonna learn today. And you gonna get on the fucking blacklist, clown.
And he asked the conscious community, did I do wrong? Are y'all gonna support me? Y'all got my back? I called the police. But behold and below, I didn't even know the whole time that all these niggas that was making videos about me, he had them making.
What does that have to do with other niggas is making videos on him? What does that have to do with him showing up on 125th at 8 o'clock in the morning looking for a senior citizen and then running when the senior citizen says, my nigga, I'm on my way? See how it goes? Throw a lie out and then jump to another fucking lie. Like a frog crossing a pond on lilies. Jump, 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 jump. But my nigga, we're watching you. Queens Flip don't know, but he gonna learn today. Tell us why you didn't finish the motherfucking story. Why you won't tell Queens Flip what all of these thousands of people that seen on Sanetta's live stream? Why you won't tell them that the brother still was trying to reach out to you in peace that day, even though you're out there like a fucking fool? He even had Herman Smalls out there begging you to calm your stupid ass down and come to peace. Or solidarity, one of the two. We didn't see you out there that day. You jump your clown ass on the camera live, walking down 125th Street at 8 or 9 and something in the morning when ain't nobody out there. But when the brothers are out there, you take your stupid ass home. And then you go make a video about the restaurant ain't cooking your food right.
Videos about me. The dirty call nigga that tried to press charges on me, called the FBI.
Do Carl know Tafik? Does Carl work for Sinetta? Is not Carl, Kev Gills, Poppy, and a few more others the enemy of Sinetta and Brother Michael? So you sitting there trying to weave a lie, a stupid lie, about people that are this big, peons, on your big chance on Queens Flip Show, and you got their names in your mouth, Izzy and Kev, Dusty Kev, and you calling Sinetta a snitch, but you giving Sinetta FBI cards, and you get these repeat visits from the police, the FBI.
On me, he had him do it. The dirty Kev dude, he had him call at so it was big.
So tell me, why did Sinetta expose Israel, Kev, and a couple more, and especially you this year, right alongside me? We drag you niggas down the street. But he's working for Sinetta. They're working for Sinetta.
Basically a game, and then he finally gets up on his platform and tell his people, video still up, I'm calling the police. Are y'all with me?
So let's slow down a little bit. Let's, sometimes you
exactly, Queen Flip. Let's slow down.
You went to send him a message. That means you went to Harlem.
Yeah.
And a function of his. Or you just went to go see him?
I went there.
No, this was before the function. Sinetta had an event at the Symphony Space, which was a beautiful event. An award show. Classism, motherfucker. Flip. This trashy ass nigga that's sitting here on your couch, pissing, said he was going to have crackheads call from phone booths and shit to threaten, bomb threat. The nigga that sat there on your fucking couch said that. He was going to bomb threat a black man's award show to appreciate black men and black women. That's the piece of shit you got sitting on your couch, Queen Flip. That's why I said he disrespected you. He might as well have spit in your goddamn face and called you a stupid motherfucker because you don't know any of this, but you're interviewing me.
Made a video outside just to send him a message to let him know. Leave me alone. Stop playing with me. Because I heard the audio with the dude.
Hassan says this video of him going to 125th was just to send a message. Leave me alone and stop playing with me. Why you couldn't call him and say that? Don't you got Sarnetta number and my number? Don't we have your number? Didn't you break a fucking mediation agreement with us? And isn't that why I hate your motherfucking ass? Brother, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Disrespecting the shit out of my son. Now my son is gay. He got molested. He's gay.
Let's talk about that. How did I know about your son? Because I mentioned it before Sarnetta. I mentioned it before Izzy. I think Star talked about it, and then I talked about it, and then all the other rest of the people did. And I ended up talking to you on your show about it. And about the fact that you can't be around no goddamn body kids. Damn sure not mine. Remember the conversation? I said to you, brother, why you won't deal with your own son? Here is your words. So I'm sitting at the house one day or something like that, and I get a text message from my homeboy. Don't get mad. Sit down. You're going to need to take a seat. He's like, what? Send me whatever. I can handle anything. Sends the picture of some women. One of the women, notably with big old titties. Poppy says, what's up with this? What's so bad about it? Who's the chick with the big titties? And the man that sent him this, he said it's your son. Number one, why in the fuck you didn't know that was your son? You ain't been around your son that long. You gave up on working on your own child to sit in Sarnetta's lap. You told us about that shit in such a disrespectful and unparently way. Who the fuck tells that kind of story, bitch? Why would you tell that? But now it's Sarnetta. Why it ain't me? Because I was the one that got disrespectful about it. Fucking clown, G.
Make a long story short, I don't rock with my son like that, but at the same time, that's still my son. You ain't going to disrespect my family.
Come on, bro. Come on, G. You said your son was molested and raped. You don't rock with your son like that? But you want us to rock with you like that? You want us to help you self-medicate, but you won't go help your son. You don't fuck with your son like that. You don't rock with him, huh? What a father. What a great example, dickhead. And you think people can't see clean through you? Sweep around your own front door before you try to sweep around mine. You remember that song? Williams Brothers. Me and Sarnetta played it for your clown ass on our live streams. And you still don't get it, dog.
Like that. So at the end of the day, when I listened to it, I was drinking at night. So when I went downtown, I was acting.
You drink every night. And that's part of the problem. You was probably drunk here, talking as reckless as you did. You were drinking the night when I called you and told you, brother, Listen, let's just squash this beef. Let's make sure you and Sinetta can operate peacefully and y'all can part ways, bro. You bring some negotiation to the table and him too, so we can stop this threatening and shit. So you could stop threatening to knife fight him. Queens Flip, did you know this nut ass nigga asked and challenged them to a knife fight? When last time you heard somebody challenge a nigga to go stab for stab, Queens Flip?
Actually drunk as shit.
He was drunk as shit. Every day, every night. And you know what his excuse is? When he jump out the window, say foul shit like, when I fuck your kids, Kev Gills. Or when I shit in your mama grave, Israel Doctrine. Or I'm going to call your event with 1,000 crackheads, Sinetta. He blames that shit on drinking. And he also blames his inability to keep his word and to keep an appointment and to keep peace with a mediator who's a priest, myself. What the fuck did I get out of helping this clown? Nothing. Stepped in the middle of him and one of my best friends. And guess what he did, Queens Flip? Sucking a fucking Wild Irish Rose bottle like this. Fucking drunk ass nigga. He'd deflate a goddamn cognac bottle. You was drunk that night and you told me you was drunk. You fucking sucker. And you couldn't remember. And then the next day, we gave you a chance, clown, to still keep the appointment, come to the table. And what did you do? You go on the goddamn air talking about you're going to be the next blood sacrifice in the community. Is that what we doing, dog? We slaying fags? Fuck out of here.
Some vengeance type shit, and people was like, yo, who goes down there so early? Understand something. And I ain't saying that I was trying to hurt anybody, but what I am saying is most of the bodies that drop is early in the morning, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning. But if these dudes were street dudes, they would know that. Talking about older stores ain't even.
Man, I'm going to tell you what I know about the street, my nigga. I was raised in a place that seems country at the outset, but New Orleans will kill your motherfucking ass like cyanide. And I know that not only do killers walk around and do they do at that time that you just said, but killers also come back after they've killed and they burn the fucking house down. They come back and they get lists of next of kin. They do all that. Fuck is you talking about? I think Queens Flip is old enough to know that too, G. Why is you telling us that? You want to sell us on you being tough. Oh, you think you tough. Like the dude on Boys in the Hood. Oh, you think you a fucking clown, G.
Open. I ain't saying I was trying to hurt anybody, but I was damn sure trying to talk to him and let him know, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Because
which is it? Just like with Tafik. You said Tafik watched you get raped. You saw him. You about to pull your flashlight, but you had to take a call. Hello, Dick Emporium. May I help you? What's more important, dog?
At the end of the day, what you're doing is you're talking reckless to me over social media. And then in real life, this is the problem. You have one of these young boys when I'm in another neighborhood, because I'm not a dude that just be in my neighborhood. I might be in another neighborhood, like where I'm at right now. And they be like, oh, that's that dude right there. Ha, 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 ha. And then when you find yourself sprawled out on the floor, understanding that it's not really that simple. You can't just do what you see people.
Why you ain't taking your own advice, dog? Because you think only other people that oppose you gonna end up ever sprawled out on the fucking floor? Are you really thinking you're Bill Bixby, bitch? Do you really think you the Incredible Hulk, dog? Do you really think just because you come tell us you're a killer, my nigga, that real killers and real niggas that been out here in the fucking street eating sunflower seeds with killers? Do you think we respect that hoe?
Doing on social media, stop playing with me.
Let's back up a little bit. Where did the problem with you and Signer start from?
Because the nigga lined me up from the beginning. He was playing two sides with Bambaataa.
Got it. So because you went...
Lie. You forgave him for that. And that's how I got acquainted with your clown ass. You forgave him for that. And it only came up again because you got embarrassed by Imam Bashir on your show. A Muslim, another Muslim, tore your ass up about you laying down on the bed, letting another nigga stick his dick between your thighs when you're 15, 16. Who the fuck do that? Did you tell Queen's Flip that you was still getting gifts from this nigga, even after you got out of prison? Did you tell Queen's Flip, yeah, me and him took a couple selfies together too, as besties? Fuck is wrong with you?
You went to go speak to him, and then the niggas were across the street.
What, I was out there for about a whole 2 hours. We were supposed to be going to a restaurant, never went to the restaurant. I mean, see, Immortal Technique recently sat down with me and pretty much told me like, yo, well, he ain't know nothing about that. So, okay, cool. But Sonetta was the one that invited me there.
You tried to say Immortal Technique wanted to have you killed too, bitch. We all, Poppy. Obsessive compulsive liar. We all saw you throw my son, Immortal Technique. Even you talk shit about Childs, Tawfiq. All of these people, bro. You said all of that fuck shit. You said all of that. Why won't you deal with it, brother? Why are you trying to paint up Sonetta as the master of all of your ills? And who, out of all of these people, by your own confession, did you worse than Tawfiq and fucking Bam? Who? What Sonetta wife do to you, dog? She stick her finger in your booty? She finger pop you, pop? She deserved that?
Now, here's the thing. It was Red Pill, Immortal Technique, and it was Sonetta. It could have been anybody. But I believe...
If it could have been anybody, why you ain't threatening Red Pill? Because you know Red Pill will slap your motherfucking ass till your socks roll down. Why you take Red Pill's word and you don't take Sonetta's word? Why you take Red Pill word and you won't take Tawfiq word? Why is you out here talking about all these other men when you told us that your point and purpose is children, molesting, getting justice? But all you got is a bone in your mouth. Sonetta's bone.
Red Pill didn't have nothing to do with it because when he spoke to me, when I finally said, a year later or a year and a half later, when I finally said, yo, this is what went down, Red Pill called me on the phone and he told me, listen, Tawfiq was there. I did see Tawfiq, and Sonetta saw him too. Sonetta was all over his show, all over the internet, talking about he ain't never seen no Tawfiq, this nigga lying. Red Pill already admitted it. So automatically you in violation. So I try to give Sonetta the benefit of the doubt and say to myself, you know what? He probably just wanted both of us to bump heads on camera to see what kind of footage he could get. But then I thought to myself, he didn't have no cameras rolling, which was strange to me because how would you have me and Immortal Technique on the same block at the same time and this is all you do is get footage, but you ain't got the cameras rolling? So at the end of the day, I said, all right, you know what?
This the same kind of goddamn paranoia you see in a white man selling insurance in the goddamn Jordan Down projects. Straight psychosis. making up shit. Did any of that shit happen? And did anybody out of all of those people that he named, did any of them ever go clap Hassan? Go even scratch this nigga? But they all trying to get you murdered? You've been lying for 4 years, 3 years now. Yeah, go and take that cat inside.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slow the beef down with Sarnetta, because all of a sudden when I started beefing with Sarnetta, I got like 1 million people making videos on me, cartoon characters, and it wasn't looking good.
Kev Gills with the cartoon. It ain't because of your beef with Sarnetta, Negro. It's because people are wondering, how in the fuck could you come out of jail and stand next to this nigga with that come fuck me smile on your face? How can you accept money from him to help your dogs? How can you say this man was like a father to me, but he also ruined my life, mind, and sexuality? That's why it's 1,000 videos on you, nigga.
Good for the Stop Africa Bambaataa movement. It was looking kind of crazy. So I said, let me be strategic now. Let me squash this beef. I don't really want to talk to this dude. I already see something ain't right with him. Let me squash this beef. I squashed the beef and started going on and going on and going on. And eventually, I stopped the Zulu anniversary last year.
Look at that. There's another one. He going on and going on and going on and going on. But you skipped to tell Queen's Flip that you pieced out totally with Sarnetta all the way on the same shit that you hear bitching about. Then you all the way fast forward to a goddamn lie. Nigga, you didn't stop shit. You talking about you stopped the Zulus from doing. We saw Bam all in Brazil partying with a white man. You ain't do shit. You didn't do shit. That's probably why none of them niggas ain't scratched you or none of that shit. You let all the anniversary events pass and you didn't do shit. And you out here talking about you want to rape somebody's kid.
I was able to stop all 3 of them. So I accomplished what I was trying to accomplish.
Really? The job well done already, huh, son? I'm gonna take a quick intermission. We're at timestamp 10:54. I'm gonna go use the bathroom, cause I got to pee. And I'm gonna let y'all hear this proof. Wow, that's going on. Queen's Flip, what you think about this, man? That nigga played you, huh? I bet you gonna want to erase that motherfucking video, or if you got it on your channel, I bet you gonna want to get the fuck away from this nigga. Watch this, Queen's Flip. Listen. I'll be right back, brother.
You damn right. Son is scared as shit. He said, let me find your motherfucking son. Right? Let me find your son or your daughter. And let me catch them at 12 years old. And when I stick heavy dick in that little 12, 13-year-old little bitch, most macho nigga out here. I'm the most, I thought you niggas knew, I'm the most thuggish nigga out here. I'm the whole no. Let's lift the baby can say pop. Understand something. What made it easy for Bam to do what he did to me, because Bam wasn't the first one to molest me. Bam wasn't the first one to molest me, so it was just like open season when he came along because I was already broken in. Okay. And didn't have to keep it.
Okay, now let's go back to the thing. Did y'all hear some of that? You should see Queen's Flip. Look at this. Watch this. Let me show you what that baby was laughing at. The baby sound. Laughing at Hassan drinking from a fucking Mickey Mouse cup. Like a classic pedophile. Queen's Flip, you ever seen Hassan drinking from a goddamn Mickey Mouse cup, baby? Drinking cognac from a Mickey Mouse cup, G. Look. That's your boy. That's your man's. Drinking cognac from the classic and infamous Mickey Mouse Nambler pedophile cup. Drinking cognac out of it. That's your man's. Now let's go back to Hassan's lie train. Poppy, you need to be ashamed of yourself, boy.
Hey, what's up, scripters? This one half of the
Now,
duo
let's go
Queen
back to
Flip
where
from
we
the Flip
were,
the
like
Script
15
show.
minutes or so. Oh no, it's like 10 minutes.
I mean, Sinetta was all over.
Let's see.
I got like 1 million people making videos on me, cartoon characters, and it wasn't looking good for the Stop Africa Bambaataa movement. It was looking kind of crazy. So I said, let me be strategic now. Let me squash this beef. I don't really want to talk to this dude. I already see something ain't right with him. Let me squash this beef. I squashed the beef and started going on and going on and going on. And eventually, I stopped the Zulu anniversary last year.
Lie.
I was able to stop all 3 of them.
Lie.
So, I did.
We saw Bambaataa partying hardy with white men in Brazil and wherever the fuck he was at. Looking like he ain't worried about you on a good day.
I accomplished what I was trying to accomplish. Shut that down.
Really?
So now, moving right along, now when you look at me, I done went from having 3,000 to 6,000 subscribers on YouTube trying to get my message out.
I knew it. I knew it. See that? Always go back to his love for attention. His YouTube subscriber count. Like, share, subscribe, everybody. But what does all of this shit you said up to this point in this interview have to do with your supposed work? That you would drag all of this fuck shit into this interview when you could have used this to teach about what you say you do.
To where I'm at 43,000 people.
Let me ask you a question. Let's look back.
He had 43,000 people. He think that's revolution, y'all. A bunch of fucking kids coming to be taken by a fucking fool, an old fool. A bunch of fucking kids getting taken advantage by an old fool. Poppy say that's revolution, family.
Sorry, pardon me, G. I know you're a little anti.
I'm trying to take it. I'm trying to absorb the information and see where this all went wrong at. You know what I'm saying? I hear your side of the story. I hear you saying that you're getting popular now, so they try to come at you. But I feel like something's missing. Where it's like something behind the scenes happening.
See that? Say it, brother. The brother said, I feel like something's missing in the story. Something behind the scenes happened. See that? Everybody ain't stupid, Poppy. We ain't all drunk, baby. Just you. We listening to you and listening to all of this bullshit and your holes in your story. We're all fathers. If any one of my kids would come to me telling me a lie like the shit you say, I'd say the same thing this brother say. There's a background missing. Where the background to the foreground?
Happen to make them really like come at you.
Well, it's the ringleader Sonetta, and what happened was all along.
His work, y'all. His 50, how many subscribers? His work against child pedophilia. But every fucking seventh word is Sonetta. And the brother said, what did this start from? You don't want to tell it. That's what this video is. Me telling the brother the shit that you ain't ever gonna tell him unless he find out. And then when he find out, you gonna cuss him out. And then he gonna be a piece of shit like Star is to you now and like Sonetta is to you now. Did you know that, Queen's Flip? That Star and Sonetta both put their life on the line to help this nut-ass nigga. And just because they didn't believe his shit after they heard it all, much like myself, they wasn't as compassionate as me. I tried to teach this nigga, you don't have Stockholm Syndrome, nigga. You just a homosexual.
He was already.
Did he tell you you gonna be the next Sonetta? You gonna be the next Star on his list? When you disbelieve him, when you ask too many fucking questions, when you refuse to goddamn accept him talking about he gonna lay heavy dick on a child. He gonna have your name on his channel next. Say, try it, K-Slay. I mean, K-Slay. K-Slay probably know. K-Slay probably saying, yup, that nigga right. But come on, bro. Try it. Try it. Say something in opposing to Hassan. Watch he crucify you. Flip, watch he crucify you, Queen Flip. He gonna act like he ain't never knew you.
With Africa Bambaataa.
Business wise.
He was already, as far as like, for one, when he dealt with the exposing of Africa Bambaataa, you got to understand something. He didn't really want to. The people forced him. So now, once he jumped in that arena,
the people forced him. I thought you said you was the one that didn't want to come out with this, and you came out with it, and you pulled it back and erased videos, and y'all had a meeting, and Bam cried and shit. And you didn't want to go out with this anymore. But then Ronald Savage, he jumped out the window. And you say he came out before it was time. What the fuck is the truth, Poppy? You changed your goddamn story just like you changed these colorful hats and glasses. You like to wear pink glasses and shit.
You know, somewhere down the line, he rocked with Tawfiq from the beginning. He already rocked with the Zulu Nation. He already had dealings with them. So somewhere he went left. My take is they put the pressure on him. So when I came out and I exposed him as the dirty, rotten scoundrel that he is, he didn't like that because he also has a reputation on social media for being a dirty, rotten scoundrel. He's Snake Polite. Now check it. He deals with Polite, right?
Let me tell you about Brother Polite. Brother Polite has a video on his channel. I believe it's Rycon 2 and I Am Brother Polite. Both of those channels and the Facebook, where he agrees that Hassan is a fucking sexual deviant over the comment about raping Kev Gill's kids just to prove a point. Brother Polite did a whole show on you, just like we all did. I even tried to tell the people, Hassan's crazy, y'all. Queen Flip, I tried to tell the people this nigga's fucked up. Forgive him. Look, just look at it.
Just recently, he was on his platform. On his platform. And what do? He gets mad at Polite. Mind you, Polite is being accused.
Queen's Flip. Do you realize that at the Sonetta TV Awards, the one that I just told you just happened at the Symphony Space, that this boy here talked about calling in bomb threats on? Do you realize that Brother Polite got an award at that very event that Sonetta put on? What the fuck is Hassan talking about? Some old beef that he want to bring up to mask the fact that he is a raging faggot and a liar, obsessive and compulsive.
Allegedly, of scamming everybody out of their money. He's considered to be a scammer.
What Polite business got to do with your booty hole?
Now, Sonetta gets into a beef with Polite. That's what he does. He tells the world on his platform that Polite ran away with a runaway.
And he also told the world that he thought it was proper to give Brother Polite a goddamn Sonetta TV award. He also thought it was right to have Brother Polite back on his platform in peace several other times after all of this fuck shit that you're talking about. So what you really talking about?
Was the child of one of his girlfriends, and allegedly started.
Boy, this nigga just like a soap opera bitch. This is like a motherfucking female that refused to get a man. Watch soap opera 17 hours a goddamn day. You know the scoop on everybody else, but what about yours, asshole? No, Polite did this or Polite did that. Why didn't you tell Queen's Flip you wanted to fuck Kev kids? You didn't tell him that. See, that's the first sign of a bitch nigga. You'll run around with everybody's dick in your mouth, dropping the bones at everybody's door. But my nigga, you won't tell one time that you said you wanted to fuck Kev Gill's kids to prove a point. You wanted to shit in Israel Doctrine's mother's grave. You gonna call bomb threats with 1,000 crackheads at Sonetta's event.
Dating an underage child that he ran away with, that he was harboring a fugitive.
And you got a underage child that you did the same goddamn thing with, Pop Pop. Queen's Flip, did you know that? He's sitting here talking about Brother Polite and then forgot he did that because he's drunk. I told you, this nigga here can collapse a Wild Irish Rose bottle. It's a fucking drunk man. He done forgot he done the same thing. Took a child in and helped him and raised him. But knowing this nasty motherfucker here, talking about he touched other people, other kids, because he was touched. That's on the other video that I let y'all hear. I don't know if y'all got to that or not while I was taking a break. But subscribe to the channel, Queen's Flip. You're going to want to hear that one.
Now, see me? I'm smart enough to know that. So you exposing him because you mad. But if you knew he had this runaway with him all along, allegedly, why you didn't call the police? So you was willing to let your man lay up with a minor because it was none of your business, I guess.
Ain't that what the people said about you? Ain't that what Israel Doctrine said about you? That you was fucking that girl? You saying the same shit about Polite, but people say that about you. You took in a child that ain't yours illegally and raised her. But Polite's a raging monster now. How you know that? You been had your nose under Polite's ball sack too? Nigga, you gonna get HPV all the dick you sucking.
Till you got mad at him, but yet you the leader of the conscious community? The same dude, check it. Now he got Ron Savage. He tells Ron Savage, you was 15 years old, that ain't molestation, you was down with it.
But you also attacked Ron Savage. And he never said that verbatim to Ron Savage. He said that to your nasty ass. He said that to you. And every chance you get, you're fucking hating on Ron Savage, you clown. But Ron is a victim, like what you said you are. How you get to attack Ron, but we can't attack you? We can't walk off and leave your bitch ass in the middle of the street because you're fucking crazy and a homosexual and a drunk and a dishonorable nigga. And a fucking pedophile yourself.
But you the leader of the conscious community. Him and Reggie on his platform. He's exposing who he really is and what he really feel. They say, if you are 8 years old and you down with a gang and you get molested, that's not rape. You got jumped in.
Another point, this nigga's a liar. Reggie never said it wasn't. Here, I'm going to give you the quote because I actually said that first again. It's on the video. I think Israel Doctrine even played it. On the same video while talking about his daughter or his son. Big titties and shit.
And we minding our business.
Wait.
Exactly.
Who said that?
Reggie and Sonetta.
See that? He said it. Reggie and Sonetta said 8-year-olds that's getting raped should be ignored. But here is the statement, and I'm going to say it the way I said it. I said, leave these fag-ass niggas to each other. You get in the middle of two fags fighting, they going to turn on you and fuck you up. I said, let these lovers have their quarrel, and let's leave these niggas alone because Poppy don't want nothing but some more dick and money from Bam. Those were my words, right? Then Reggie come back on the same show. This was all on Sonetta TV. And Reggie said he grew up in Castle Hill. Look at the detail. If I'm lying, how the fuck am I making up shit like that? Reggie said he grew up in Castle Hill and he knows these niggas. He knows about the Bronx River and all that shit. How these niggas are. Reggie said those people's business you shouldn't put your nose in. Though whatever happened to Poppy and this Bambaataa and this Zulu, all this faggotry and shit and all these niggas volunteering this, Reggie said leave them to that because that's a gang at the end of the day. And ain't it a fucking gang? Poppy, haven't you said that? Huh? You sat there and just told us about Tawfiq. And you've been running this shit down for months. Snitching, dry snitching. Telling, but not telling.
You see what I'm saying? So
Is there a clip of this?
Hell yeah, everybody heard it. We fathers though, so it doesn't sound right to us because we fathers, and it's like, hold up, what did you just say?
I just said what Reggie said, and I said what I said, clown. And everybody with good goddamn sense looking at you now knows that's exactly right as rain. Stay out of a faggot's fight. Stay out of two men's relationship. They tongue kissing. Don't try to pull their tongues out and untie the tongues from being in a knot. Leave these niggas to their own devices. And if they're in a gay gang, let them niggas deal with their own fuck shit. Ain't that the fucking truth? Mind your own goddamn business. Let them niggas play the knockout game. Poppy said they used to knock niggas out and then fuck them. We didn't play that shit. We didn't do that. We had to do all that. We just shoot a nigga and he'd be going to the corner. Y'all niggas playing knockout game because you liked it.
Who he said that about?
Everybody heard him.
Everybody like, oh, I didn't hear it.
The dude had thousands of people listening.
Come on, Poppy, man, don't do that to me, man.
Thousands of people.
So I can find the clip when I go home.
Queens Flip, you ain't gonna find the clip when you go home, baby, because it don't exist. that show is still out there, and you'll hear me, and you'll hear Brother Reggie, and you'll hear everybody that agreed with us saying, hey, it's dangerous getting in between two fags.
See what Sonetta, what you're not going to do with Sonetta is, Sonetta takes his lives down, but you'll find it because everybody else puts it up.
It's still up.
So
he's
that's
saying
what
that. He's saying that if you're 8 years old,
if you're 8 years old and you in a gang and you getting raped, that's none of our business. It's not rape. It's gang business. Him and
now that's what he said. It's gang business. He said nothing about no fucking 8-year-old or any age. And who 8-year-old is in a goddamn gang? This ain't Mexican cartels, and that ain't this. Y'all live in New York. Y'all got 8-year-old gangbangers. Fuck is Poppy talking about? Are y'all thinking and listening to what he's saying? I said Reggie, nor I, nor anybody that was on that show ascribed any age to it, because it's implied and understood that these are grown niggas. Poppy saying he was shooting and killing niggas, but getting raped at the same time. That makes sense. Do it make sense that we're sitting there telling you gang business? These niggas here had a worldwide enterprise. Zulus. How many 8-year-old Zulus? Fuck is you talking about, Poppy? You was a dummy, and you definitely were drunk because you slipping bad.
Dr. Reggie said this out of their mouth. Clear as day. The dude told Ron Savage that, I'm sorry, Ron, you wasn't molested by Bam. That was your boyfriend. Ron Savage still running with him.
running with the Sonetta nigga.
He running with Sonetta, but after, I mean, come on, y'all don't hear nothing about Ron Savage no more anyway. The band body.
Because you sitting over there flagging Hassan. You sit over there, you probably flag Ron Savage like Israel Doctrine do me. But ain't it amazing that he's a victim too? And you're sitting here hating on him. What did he do to you that Bam didn't do to both of y'all?
It's quiet. You don't hear nothing from him. Allegedly, he got that bag. He got paid off.
Crazy.
But it's not allegedly with you, because you came and told us that Bambaataa gave you money to buy your dogs antibiotics and food. He took care of you while you was in prison. When you came out, you needed a little money, a little ass money. You took pictures with him, smiling. Bam probably had his hand on your ass. Making your lips move like Mr. Ed. Y'all remember how they used to make Mr. Ed move? Lips move. The clean story is they used to run a string through Mr. Ed's teeth, his mouth, and they pull the string and it'll make Ed do this. But the old people used to say they used to stick things in Ed's ass to make his lips move. That's what Bam doing to you, nigga. You sitting there taking a selfie with him with that dick look on your face, and he got his fingers up your booty.
He got the bag.
Man, I hate when you do this.
I mean, listen.
You got the bag too. You got teabagged. That's what you told us. Bam used to play all kind of dick games with you. The equivalent of titty fucking, getting thighed. But ain't nobody stupid. If that nigga went all the way to let other people know he was fucking you, he was fucking you. You tried to tell Doggy Diamonds that Bam didn't anally penetrate you because you would have had to go to the hospital. But even that's a lie, because you said you was already wide open because you had been molested before. You said your asshole was open like that cup. You said the little baby girl, the girl vagina was open. You remember you said that, you nasty piece of shit? Boy, you nasty. But you said you was already open season, broken in. Do everybody want to thigh you, or did somebody get you in the boo-boo? What it's gonna be, baby? What's it gonna be? Fucking hater ass dummy. See how your lies fall apart? I'm not Israel Doctrine.
Let me open the door. Let me open the door on you.
1 + 1 = 2, right?
Yes.
How you can't say a nigga got the bag if you're not aware of the bag that he got?
I mean, the reality of it is
1 + 1 = 2. That means you have to actually have the variables, not x + 1 = 2. Queens Flip probably didn't know that because he didn't go to college. Not good at math. 1 + 1 = 2 on Mars. But my nigga, you're making a x + 2 argument. What's behind that door, Hassan?
In your opinion,
allegedly he got the bag. And reality of it is,
somebody tell you he got the bag.
all of the young girls that he's paying for sex is talking about he got the bag.
How you know Ron Savage getting women paying for sex? And if he is, that's his fucking business. And that means he's not gay. But you still taking pictures with your bestie. I know you got a lady on your show with you, and I ain't gonna go as low as you whole ass niggas do. Because one of you niggas jump out the window too far on me, I ain't gonna tell you. But I ain't gonna do that to you first. But I'm telling you, at least Ron getting women. What you getting? You getting Sinetta's dick.
okay.
I mean, come on.
I don't really fuck with the nigga like that. You know, he backed
You fresh out of the shelter, and you spending thousands of dollars on broads, buying them all types of sneakers
he
and
backed out
everything
the
else.
interview. We had the back and forth.
Yeah.
How do you know what that man buying? What kind of fraud ass fake fuck nigga are you? My nigga, you saying you know what kind of shit he buying the women? Drawers and shit? What are you sleeping in Ron Savage's dumpster?
Yeah, he backed out the interview and all that shit, but you know,
After he backed out, me and him got into a beef because he backed out with you.
Yeah, I remember.
But then Sinetta put him on 125th Street. And he was scared to death.
Sinetta put both of y'all on 125th Street and put his life subsequently on the line and the life of his family to try to help your soft, stupid ass. And Lord knows you soft, bro, because you let all these people do that to you, and you're harping on Sinetta, which is a senior citizen.
To come on your platform, he was shook. But he'd go on 125th Street with Sinetta in front of the camera talking about, yeah, because you only come outside with the cops around, and yeah, we can get it off.
That was the truth. Everywhere you see Poppy, you see the police. That was Ron Savage's statement, and that is true. Nigga, I said you gave Sinetta the FBI card, wallet size. And you got more than one. And you done had 3 to 4 contact with the state, local, and federal authorities in the past 6 months. You and your snitch buddy, Izzy. Y'all stay fucking with the police.
I laughed so hard it wasn't even funny. I'm like, damn. I said, damn, out of all people.
Probably you ain't laughed in years, baby. You ain't laughed in years. You know how I know? Because liars always, I'm telling you always, they have to stay up to make sure that lie punches through and is successful. Liars are never happy. Never. They never get sleep.
But you know what? This is the type of shit that Sinetta brings to the table.
Why you can't sit down with a sign of the nigga? He don't want to sit down at all?
Let me ask you a question. First of all, I squashed the beef with him.
This boy here don't have a real smile, but he got a real frown. He got a real frown that shows all of the dysfunctionality inside him, fam.
1,000 times over. But the reality of it is, for one, never respect the person that always tell you this is chess, not checkers. Me sitting here with you right now is me sitting up here with my man doing an interview. This is not chess. I'm having a good time. I'm enjoying myself. This is not chess.
You having a good time? Didn't I tell you this nigga love attention? You having a good time, but you talking about lying and saying people trying to kill you. That's having a good time. You's a sick, dumb nigga, man.
This is us rocking out the way we rock out. But if you telling me every 5 seconds it's chess, not checkers, you the type of nigga that I gotta put something in the back of your head. You can't be trusted.
There it is.
Cannot be trusted.
Slow down, Poppy. Slow down.
Listen, where I come
Hey, G, what the fuck? That wasn't me.
And that's enough. A crazy ass nigga like that once again for the 6th time threatens to shoot and kill this man on the internet. Talking about shooting him. Put something in the back of his head, huh? Oh yeah, Dunbar. It's the 6th one. And I'm here to tell you. Pop, pop. Pop, 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 pop. Nigga. When they started making guns, they didn't stop with yours. You's a fucking fool and a bitch-made clown. You an obsessive, compulsive clown. I mean, a total liar to your least common denominator. You're a fucking fool. Now, Queen's Flip, I want you to take a trip down this channel. Every video where you see Hassan Campbell's name on it, watch it. Even watch the progression of peace that we tried to help this devilish Negro with. And see why we're back at this point. And know that motherfucker disrespected you heavily. Yes, he did. You better know it. And you better know that if you question him too much, you're going to be his next victim. Bill Bixby is going to turn into the Incredible Hulk on you. Now, with that said, Poppy. I thought you said you was all for the kids. But it sounds like you're just a billboard for Sa Neter and a hurt nigga.